obviously you've signed up with one of the biggest promoters in the world, and at the same time worked extremely hard. So what does it mean to you to sign up with Matchroom?
For me, signing with Matchroom is like signing with like the best football team in the world. So it feels like I'm being recognized. I feel like my efforts are being recognized. It feels like my work ethics are now being viewed as somebody that is very important because Matchroom wouldn't sign nobody. And they will sign only people that they believe can take them to a world champion. So yeah, it's a pat on the back.
No, absolutely. I totally agree. It must be an amazing feeling. How does your family feel? That's what I want to kind of go into. How does your family take that you've signed up with Matchroom, and also at the same time the fans as well, and all the support on social media?
Well, I would say, of course, what do you think the family's gonna feel? That's a question that answers itself. They're going to be happy. They're going to feel proud. They're going to feel like things are moving in the right direction. And my fans, I don't really have fans. I just have people that care about me. I don't have fans.
Hmm. No,
I don't know. People just, yeah,
right.
people just come up to me and say,
You
"Oh,
don't
I'm
have
proud of you. Yeah, I'm
right.
proud of you. I see what you're doing. Keep working hard." So yeah, I have people that care about me and want me to do well. Yeah.
No, no, no. No. I totally agree with you. Now, my other question is, how did you feel when you won the British and Commonwealth titles in February? It must have been a magnificent feeling for you to know that you represented England on that huge basis.
Well, the belt was always mine. It's just somebody else was holding it, and I had to fight for it, and we had to compete to see it. And it wasn't even a tough fight. It was an easy win for me. And
Hmm.
uh, we only just came in the scene not long ago, and we're already causing a mayhem. We're disrupting all the rules and all the way people are supposed to acquire the belt. We acquired the belt so quickly in a short space of time, and it's it was always mine.
Well, that's it. Confidence is the key. I know, and I appreciate that. Um, now moving on to more in your what was moving on to more of your ninth round stoppage of Ryan Kelly in May. You stopped him. You did extremely well. What was going through your mind and your mindset when you stopped him, and also at the same time the preparations and also the training ability?
What was going through my mind was he's not in my league. He's not in my league. He's not supposed to be in that ring with me. My
Mm,
preparation has always been the same. Just train till the point where I get tired and I train more. And then I get even more
mm,
tired. And that is the key,
mm.
You will get to the point where once you're training, you will know when you're ready. If you don't feel that feeling, then you're not ready. You might just go in there and just
No,
try to
absolutely,
win.
absolutely.
But
You have to train
if
from.
you really, yeah.
No, absolutely. I totally agree with you. Now, obviously, when it comes to boxing, now what I'm saying by this, when it comes to any sort of sport in the world, there's always challenges. What's one of your main challenges that you had, at the start of your career and also right now in your present career as well? What's one of the challenges that you've always had to endure moving forward?
Um, Challenges I always have to endure is knowing that no matter what happens, I still can't travel. I can't fight abroad. I can't travel outside the UK. I'm only limited to fight in the UK because I don't have a passport. So that's my only challenge, and sometimes um, the financial aspect of it has a lot to play in this department because sometimes for 3 months I might not be fighting, and I need to pay the bills, I need to feed the family, I need to pay for rent. So it's like, yeah, I it's not easy trying to achieve something that is great. It's not easy. And that's why most
I
people
want to
don't achieve it.
I want to I want to touch upon that passport thing. Now, I recently did read something recently. I wasn't going to bring it up, but I'm glad that you spoke about it because it gives us an opportunity to explore that. Now, obviously, it must be very disappointing for you at the moment in terms of not being able to leave England. Now, how do you think we can rectify this issue, personally yourself, and also Matchroom? And what steps are you doing to rectify this issue?
Well, we have a lawyer. We're speaking to a lawyer, and the lawyer is quoting us around 20 to 30,000 pounds, which I don't have, so that's a no go. Um, I've been given a 10 year to settlement, so I've done six. I have 4 more years. After 4 more years, I will be given indefinite leave to remain. After indefinite leave to remain, I have 1 more year to for naturalization. So, in the grand scheme of things, I have six, 5 to 6 years left to get that citizenship, and that's the route that we're taking because we don't have the money to pay for the lawyers and everything, and the government, the Home Office would not give it to me. They want me to wait my turn and do all the hard time waiting, which I've already waited 24 years already. So 6 years. That's it.
So, from what I see, this is quite disappointing for you in terms of having to be put sidetracked, even though you've done remarkable in terms of British boxing. Do you not feel? Do you feel, in your perspective, that what you've achieved, the Home Office haven't really recognised your achievements in that sort of perspective?
Of course. Of course. Yeah. I mean, they know what I'm doing. They know that I'm the British and the Commonwealth champion. I fought for England 7 times. I was England captain, and still, I am now being viewed as somebody that has to fight to be a citizen. So I can't complain. All I can say is my time will come and time will tell.
Absolutely, absolutely, Bilal. Now, I want to talk about this a bit more because I feel like it is something that actually could be important to shine a light on. Now, um, there's obviously a lot of immigrational issues in the UK, as you can probably see.
Yeah.
Lots of people that are pointing the fingers at immigrants that are coming to this country. I recently had a couple of interviews with some MPs, and we spoke about this. And not every immigrant or not every person that comes into this country illegally is a bad person. And the problem is, at the end of the day, you have represented England on a national or international stage. So number one, you should be honoured that, and I do agree, and hopefully that you will be able to get that sorted. But at the same time, there is a lot of immigrational issues. People assume that every immigrant that comes into this country is some sort of criminal or criminal aspect. Why do you think England has this sort of mindset where we believe that there is immigrants that come into this country that don't actually that come into this country that believe that they're bad people when they're really just coming from war-torn countries that are scared for their life and want to change their life?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know why England believes that way. Perhaps it's because I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know why they believe that way.
No, okay. Let's not touch upon that too much. Now, Eddie Hearn has supported you in terms of he sees a lot in you. How has the partnership influenced your ambitions? Because obviously you've got a great mentor and someone who really knows, who understands how to levitate boxers from all across the world and has a real understanding. How is your relationship with Eddie?
It's amicable. It's nothing out of the ordinary. It's business orientated. I don't really speak to him that much. I mean, I have the opportunity to. I have his direct, contact and everything, but I really don't talk to him like that. Um, I only speak to him when we meet in a fight. When I see him in a fight, he comes to talk to me before I get in the ring. He speaks to me after the ring, in the ring, after the fight in the ring, and that's the only time I speak to him. We have a business relationship.
Right, okay. Now, what's your thoughts on the heavyweight champions of the world today? We've got people like Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is going to be hopefully fighting Tyson Fury, obviously, if it all comes down to him. And, with these things, regardless who says when they say yes, it's going to happen, and then it turns out maybe a week later it doesn't happen. What's your thoughts on the heavyweight champions of the world today? Tyson Fury, Usyk, Anthony Joshua, etc.
I mean, they're rather interesting because they put on the show, and it's a shame that the skills are not distributed equally amongst all the fighters because, I mean, Anthony Joshua just have power, right? He just have power. There is no catch counter. There is no block. There is no, pressure fighting where you wear them down and drain them. Like for instance, Usyk now, he's a very slippery guy, very counteractive guy. He's a very elusive. He moves like a middleweight, and he's a heavyweight, just like Muhammad Ali. Um,
Hmm.
Deontay Wilder has skinny legs, man. That's why he's getting pulled down. If he can do some weight training on the legs, then that will perhaps enhance his durability in the ring. Tyson Fury, he moves like Usyk, and that is why he's making wins because he doesn't move like a heavyweight. And yeah, that's it.
No, I agree. Now, what's your thoughts on the prediction if Tyson Fury and Angie Joshua go head to head? Who do you think is going to win that fight?
I think I think Tyson Fury. I mean Anthony Joshua and Usyk. I think. Did you say Usyk, right?
No, sorry,
Or
Angie
Tyson Fury?
Joshua and Angie Joshua against Tyson Fury. Yes.
I think Tyson Fury will edge it because he's slippery. He knows how to move around. Um, bless you. He's slippery. He knows how to move around. And he doesn't stay in one place. And perhaps Anthony Joshua, if he doesn't knock him out in the first 3 rounds, Tyson Fury will take the win.
Okay, that's fair enough. Now, how do you balance training with pressures of personal life and also boxing fame? Because when it comes to people that are boxers, they always have, they have to deal with fame, they have to do with money, they have to do with influence, they have to do with responsibilities. How do you balance your life with everything put together into one?
Um, you just do it. You just do it. You just find time. It's, it's like having a family or having a kid. No one has a book that explains what to expect. It's just when it happens, you rise up to the occasion. So you balance
Hmm.
it because time comes when you have to go to the gym. You go to the gym. When you finish, you know that you have to go back to work, or you have to go to training, or you have to go to pick up the kids from school, or you have to go and relax, or you want to get some rest, or you want to go shopping, or you want to do the laundry. It's common sense.
No, I understand. I understand. Now, in terms of fighters that you respect, not disrespect at the moment, we will talk about that later, but in terms of respect, there are a lot of fighters that you know that you really respect and want to face. What's one fighter that you think could be a challenge for you? Because every boxer has a challenge, otherwise, there'll be no competition. So, what's one fighter you think that could be a challenge for me, but I'm willing to have a go at in the ring?
Uh, there's no one fighter that will be a challenge for me. Everyone is a challenge because they put in the work. They're coming in there because they believe that they can win. So everyone is a challenge. What I will say is perhaps Terence Crawford. He's calculated. He boxes like me. He's a strategic boxer. He has strategy. So yes, him.
Now, in terms of advice to young people who are going to watch this, because at the end of the day, there are going to be there are other newspapers and magazines out there that just talk about specifically about boxing, but it's also nice to encourage other people around the world who want to also want to be in your position, to be on a national, international stage like this. What advice would you give to young boxers that want to be in your position?
I would say play football. Boxing is it's a hard sport. It's a it's a very, very mentally challenging sport where if you are weak, you will get chewed up and spat out like a gum. Um, you if you decide you still want to do the boxing and be a boxer, just make sure that when you're tired, that's when your training begins, and that's it. And there will be ups and downs. It's what you do when that happens that matters. You can't run away when things get hard. And when you enter that ring, you will understand what it is to be alone.
Now, I want to know more on schedule. What it's like for you on a daily basis. What does a typical fight week? I mean, we can see it as journalists. We see how hard it is training. The fight camp, etc. There's a lot of things that go into it. It's not just put some gloves on and then crack on it. There's amount of responsibility for your health and the same time moving forward. Now, what does a typical fight week look like for you now with Matchroom behind you?
It's always been the same, whether Matchroom is behind me or not. A typical fight week is you wake up in the morning, you go training. You eat after that, you go and train your clients. You pick up the kids. I pick up the kids from school. Um, I think about what we're going to eat in the evening. I go and do S&C in the evening, and I come back home, rest, and admin, reply to emails, reply to messages, fix my schedule for the next day, and repeat.
And tell me about your training and also your diet. I want to know more about that. Your training and your diet. What is your diet like? I mean, I know you said every day we have to eat healthy, but what's your training like on a daily basis and also your diet?
I eat clean. I've always eat clean. There is no like burgers or chips, and no, I don't do that. I eat clean, so I have in the morning probably eggs, asparagus. I don't really eat in the morning, but eggs, asparagus, broccoli, um, chicken, fish, um, meat. I try to stay away from too much carbs. Yeah, I eat clean. I eat clean. If it doesn't seem right, I won't eat it.
Hmm. Now,
Yeah.
how do you handle the spotlight, the public spotlight, especially now you're a title holder? Because now you have to handle the spotlight. I mean, I did say in a previous question before about fame, but obviously this is more
Hey,
understanding
Bill,
now
your
that you
client's
are
been
a
here for
title
quite some
holder
time.
and you have
Your
some sort
client's
of
been here for quite some
responsibility.
time.
Yeah.
At
No, no, no. We start at 11.
level?
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, though. Yeah. My client is here. I got to go in about 45 seconds. Remember,
No
we had
problem.
20 minutes.
Of course we do.
Yeah.
And my last question to you, finally. Finally, you leave a legacy in boxing. What would it be
Yeah.
when you do leave a legacy? What would you what would it be when you leave a legacy behind?
That if it's not tough enough, it's not worth it. If you're not challenged, you won't appreciate it the way it should be.
Hmm. Hmm.
There is always ups and downs. And when the down happen, don't think the down is going to happen forever. The up is coming. And when the up happens, don't think the up is going to stay there forever. The down is coming. That will
Hmm.
be my legacy, to let them know that there are two sides to everything. We have hot, we have cold, we have boy, we have girl, we have light, we have dark, we have water, we have land, we have, you know, soft and hard. Everything comes in twos. You have to be prepared for the other side.
I understand. Bilal, I want to say thank you so much for your time today and having a discussion with us. We really appreciate it on the front line, and it's great to have an insight with you. Congratulations on all your success, and we hope
Thank you.
your passport gets resolved and you can then travel the world and continue your career. Congratulations on all your success. Thank you, Bilal.
Thank you very much, man. Take care, my man.
Thank you, Bilal. Thank you. Cheers. Bye.
Yeah.